What's up, guys? So this is like my 20th time recording this because we had a lot of problems with audio, and I'm still figuring out all of this. But while we figure it out as we go along and we grow and hopefully get better, welcome to the third episode of Quarantine Measure. On the last one, we talked about all of the movies we saw that premiered, like all the big major releases of August 2020, and these are other ones that just watched from home. And I thought we'll dive into it. We have a bunch of Nightmare on Elm Street to talk about and some other stuff. So without further ado, let's get into it. A Nightmare on Elm Street. Alright, so this is like the ultimate horror classic, but I always thought it was immensely overrated. I still do. The entire production is fantastic. It has all of those typical slasher tropes. Even the final girl and Wes Craven, I love him. It's campy. And I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a cool movie. I just don't really understand the hype behind it because, yes, Freddy's an amazing character, and I love Robert Englund as him. I just feel like it's very overhyped, and it's not the best horror film like everybody makes it seem to be. But it's still worth a watch. Like, I'll watch it from time to time. It's not a bad movie at all, but it's not my favorite, so I give it a 7 out of 10. Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. This movie gets a lot of hate. I mean, I don't think it deserves the hate it gets. Like, if you ask me, I really enjoyed this film. It has like this homoerotic gay subtext going on, and I feel like it didn't mesh well with a lot of people, but I feel like it's perfect. Even though like he's becoming Freddy, like there's a lot to unpack here, but it's definitely a guilty pleasure. It exceeded my expectations. Like I didn't think this one would be that good, but I prefer it over the original for his character and his story. Like I feel like I had a lot more fun, and there's like a more of a story here than the first one. No offense to the Wes Craven, but I don't know. I feel like this one is really good. Like Wes Craven made Scream, and that's like one of my favorite horror movies of all time. But this one is an underrated classic. Like it's very good, and it has a Scream Queen, and I feel like people should watch it. Like go back and watch it. Like look at it as this homoerotic subtext movie about a man battling with his sexuality, and you have like a very interesting movie there. Like I enjoyed it. 7.5 out of 10. A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. So many of these movies. A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, you know what, forget it. Dream Warriors is a very underrated horror film. It's very unappreciated. Like, I feel like this one is the best Nightmare on Elm Street film. Much better than the overrated original, but it's kind of like New Mutants, but better. Like, they're like this superhero team almost. They all have like their problems with Freddy, but they come together and stop him in the dream world. And now that I think about it, one of the characters actually has a superpower. So technically it is New Mutants, but better. They're like the superhero A-team of the horror world. It's good. That's all I can really say. I like how they brought back Nancy. I feel like Nancy is more enjoyable in this film. It has some nice kills. It's got some pretty excellent like special effects and practical effects. Like it's kind of weird, but like I think I enjoyed this one the most. I still enjoy the second one too. That's a guilty pleasure, but this one might be the best of all of them. Even though I haven't seen like the other 5 through 8 movies that they have. But Dream Warriors, you should definitely check this one out. This is one I might even add it to my Blu-ray collection if they have it, probably. But yes, I like this one. 8 out of 10.
Excellent! Excellent!
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is a campy movie, but it kept me entertained from beginning to end. It's definitely a product of its time. Like, they don't really make movies like this anymore that know what they are and just have fun with it. It was made to be ridiculous and just have fun despite its characters and its ridiculous plot, but it is most excellent. It's not the best of the series, but I think it's still pretty good, and you should definitely give it a watch. 8 out of 10. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. it wasn't all that bogus. Like, I don't understand the hate behind this movie. Like, I feel like this is the best Bill and Ted's movie. I like this one better than the original, and I feel like it's more humorous and has more of a story than the first one. I like how they brought in Death. Like, Death is the best character in this series, if you ask me. Wonderful. The actor who portrayed him, wonderful. And I love how, like, the whole movie is about Bill and Ted trying to defeat the evil clones that killed them. Like, that is the story right there. Like, even though it's a product of the 90s, that is the story I like to hear about. Like, how do you defeat yourself if you're dead? Like, they did that. Like, I mean, like, it does kind of stray away from the original, but that's what I want. I don't want Bill and Ted over again. I want something different with Bill and Ted. And I don't understand the hate. Like, this is probably one of my new found favorite movies of the 90s. Like, I love this movie. This one is great. 9 out of 10. And I don't regret it. I'm saying it. And with that being said, I think that's it for August 2020. I've had all the movies I've watched reviewed, even if it's not the best, but I think we're getting a little bit better. I don't know about September. Like, September is almost over. There's not a lot of movies coming out, so we're going to see what we're going to do for that one. But if you made it to the end, thank you for watching. If you like this video, you can leave a comment on what you would like to see or what you thought. Like, do you guys like these new rapid fire reviews, or you want to see me do it separate reviews for all of them? I feel like it's easier to do it this way though. But thank you for watching. This was Quarantine Venture episode 3. How about that intro too? But Quarantine Venture episode 3. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.